the Chi-Town experience on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the like.
Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty just sent a clear message to the Chicago Bears and the rest of the National Football League ahead of the 2025 NFL Draft. Plus, Kyler Gordon could be adding another position to his to-do list going into next season. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to get all Bears content right here on the podcast. So, Bears fans, we have some loaded Chicago Bears news. First and foremost, I am not sure if you guys saw that message that Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty sent to NFL teams via the Players Tribune, but it was a very powerful message. As we all know, Ashton Jeanty is expected to be a top 10 pick next Thursday in the 2025 NFL Draft. And we have talked about many different scenarios where Jeanty could be a Chicago Bear. This is what he had to say, Bears fans. He said, "I've taken the long way. I'm done with that way. If you pick me, it's simple. I'm coming to your franchise to do what Saquon and the Eagles just did. I'm coming to win big soon. It's tackle football. You know what I'm saying? Question mark. I draft a guy they can't tackle. Thank you for your time, Ashton Jeanty." Bears fans, I absolutely love this energy from any prospect, right? He's just trying to show that he's confident, that he's ready to win. And hey, don't be that team to pass on me, right? Because I am going to be a very good player in the National Football League. That's the kind of confidence that you want from a young player. And like I said, this is not directed just towards the Chicago Bears. This is directed towards all teams that are in need for a running back. And like we talked about, Jeanty is one of the best running backs in this year's NFL Draft. Of course, you have Marion Hampton. Of course, you have Caleb Johnson, Cam Scatterbo, Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson. The list goes on and on and on. This is a very deep running back class. But a lot of analysts, a lot of Bears fans are kind of hoping that the Chicago Bears can hopefully land Ashton Jeanty, running back out of Boise State. And expectation is if he is there at 10 for Ryan Poles and the Bears taking, it seems that that's the direction the Bears will go in. But once again, when you look at this message, he said it's simple. He's coming to win. He's coming to do what Saquon Barkley and the Eagles just did. And let's put that in perspective real quick, Bears fans. Saquon Barkley, had over 2,000 yards rushing, had an insane year for the Philadelphia Eagles in pursuit to his first Super Bowl title with the Eagles last season. And you know what? More power to Ashton Jeanty. Maybe if he goes to the perfect situation, maybe he can, be pretty good in his rookie year. But like I said, you have to come in and prove yourself first before you start talking about, Saquon Barkley. But once again, I just wanted to come on here really quick and share this message with you guys from Ashton Jeanty. And we've seen a lot of prospects do this from time to time. Sometimes it works into their favor, and sometimes it backfires on them. And I know personally that I think Ashton Jeanty would be an amazing fit with the Chicago Bears and what Ben Johnson's trying to do. I think he would complement DeAndre Swift very well, him being a 3-down running back. Of course, adding another weapon for Caleb Williams as well behind this revamped offensive line here that we have with the Chicago Bears. So I think it makes a lot of sense in the world that if he is there at number 10, that Ryan Poles and the Bears just pull the trigger and take Ashton Jeanty out of Boise State. The one thing I don't want to see Ryan Poles do, and we know that Ryan Poles can sometimes get eager about trading up. And I understand that we have 2 second-round picks. If we wanted to trade up maybe to like 5 or 6 to go get Ashton Jeanty, we could. But I think Ryan Poles just needs to remain patient. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If Ashton Jeanty falls to 10, go ahead and take him. But I don't want him to push the subject and trade up for Ashton Jeanty just due to the fact that this is a very deep running back class. You have a Marion Hampton from North Carolina. You have those second-round running backs as well. And I know there's a lot of people out there saying that, Ashton Jeanty and Marion Hampton are 1A, 1B, and then there's a big drop-off, and that could be very true. But at the same time, I don't think there's any reason to give up any draft capital to trade up for a running back when you know that you have Marion Hampton, Caleb Johnson, Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, Cam Scatterbo, and once again, the list goes on and on. But overall, I would have no complaints whatsoever if Ashton Jeanty lands with the Chicago Bears next Thursday in round 1 at pick number 10. And like I said, absolutely love the confidence and message from Ashton Jeanty leading up to the 2025 NFL draft. So Bears fans, how do you feel about Jeanty's little message to the National Football League ahead of the 2025 NFL draft? Let me know down below in the comment section. We also have some other news in regard to the Chicago Bears. We heard from a couple of different coordinators. We heard from Antoine Randall L. We heard from Richard Hightower. We also heard from Dan Rochar and Bears defensive coordinator Dennis Allen as well. And he actually said that he talked to Kyler Gordon. Kyler Gordon just signed his extension just this week about taking on a second position to keep him on the field more. Dennis Allen has made it very clear that Kyler Gordon is a huge asset to this defense. He is excited to work with him. And I know there's a lot of Bears fans, including myself, that are excited to see Kyler Gordon with Dennis Allen as well. We feel like Kyler Gordon is about to hit a different gear. I'm going to be a huge asset to the Chicago Bears defense under Dennis Allen. But he talked about Kyler Gordon possibly playing outside corner and safety, both being options for Gordon going into next year. And Dennis Allen mentioned in his press conference, just saying, due to the fact of how well Kyler Gordon is against the run and how versatile he is in coverage as well, he can do many different things, is the reason why they're trying to keep him on the field more with different packages at safety, at outside corner, of course, keeping him at a slot corner as well. It would be a really cool thing for Kyler Gordon to play multiple different positions and see how that elevates his game under Dennis Allen. You can tell that Allen has a huge plan for Gordon along with other guys on this defense, but he's brought up Kyler Gordon many different times. And I think he's just trying to elevate the talent that Kyler Gordon is and elevate what he can actually be for the Chicago Bears defense. So we're going to have to wait and see. Of course, I think they're going to try it out once training camp hits to see how he looks at safety, see how he looks at outside corner, and of course, still keeping his spot at the slot corner as well. But I think it's a really intriguing thought by Dennis Allen and the Chicago Bears using Kyler Gordon in many different positions next season for the Chicago Bears defense. But other than that, Bears fans, I want to come on here and just give you guys those quick little updates here on the podcast. Make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for an all new Bears podcast right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic.